difference between being married and being happily married. So those are two different ideas, right? So when I talk to my men, my community, my couples about provision, it has levels. And if we understand the natural levels, money is at the bottom. It's not saying it's not important. It's just not as important as the spiritual connection and the unification that you create between one another. So that's at the highest level. There is a connectedness that you have mentality-wise. What's the mentality, or what's the mental fortitude of your relationship? And then there's the physical end. So as someone that teaches people holistically, the holistic order is spirit, mind, and body. So what's the energy of your relationship? How are you connected spiritually? That's number one, right? And number two, what's the mentality of your relationship? All right, so how do you practically exercise mentality? How do you affirm one another? Words have power. Words turn into things. What is your positive affirmation to one another about your life, your structure, your standard, your connectedness? And then it's easier to figure out all of the physical stuff, right? So once you understand that everything in nature has an order, and when you put things in proper order, it's going to be amazing, right? So we haven't figured out the order, so we're stuck at the bottom. Like we're stuck on all the physical stuff. Money, sex, right? Now, when we're talking sex, there's different levels. See, some just talk about the touch, the contact, but intimacy happens before you even touch each other. It happens before you even touch each other. And then the proof of the level of the intimacy that you're on plays out when you touch each other, right? So there's levels. So provision, if it's not spiritually, mentally, and physically, it will fizzle, right? So if it's stuck at the bottom, that's the lowest level vibration, and it will die. Anything that's not evolving is dead or dying, right? So I'll leave it there so we understand that there's a natural order to provision. So I teach my men this all the time. And when I say my men, it's my brothers that I'm teaching how to be better men and that type of thing, because I was taught that, right? After blowing a relationship and writing a book, The 30 Love Laws, and now pouring into my community, because I'm like, I had this thing all wrong. I had it all wrong. But y'all, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful when we get it right. It's so beautiful, right? My only wish for everybody that's in this room is that they get a portion of this right here.
I love it. I love it, brother. Go ahead, Queen. I got something that we're going to kind of...
All I want to speak on is for my generation in particular, I see a lot of times women not having grace for our men and understanding culturally what we've been through with money and our battles with getting access to capital. So that's also just a little thing that I wanted to throw out, a little tidbit, that we should have grace for each other because we are all fighting the same battle. We are all facing the same obstacles when it comes to access to capital, when it comes to jobs, when it comes to mindset with money. So even with men with women and women with men, just understanding each of us are trying our best, you know, and we have to mentally have grace with ourselves.
I love it. Now, thank you for that.